Hello and welcome to Knitting Podcast Episode 2. I've got my notes on my trusty iPad again. First finished object is this beautiful cardigan. This is the cable cardigan by Sandok, and it is a beautiful cardigan. Since finishing it, I have not taken it off, and if you want to see my process of me making this cardigan, my previous video on this channel is a project vlog, so you can see the ups and downs of this and my thoughts and opinions on it over there. This cardigan is knitted up in Drops Air, held double. To make this cardigan, I think it was 6 balls of yarn. So Drops Air is 100 grams of yarn, so held double as well. Like, Drops Air goes a long way yardage wise. And it is a beautiful cardigan. I'm so impressed with the cables. It's a very warm cardigan and I'm just so obsessed. It's like a nice warm hug. My next project that I want to talk about is this one here. So this is the Frankie Sweater. This is a baby pattern. My niece is due at the end of this month, and yeah, this is my second version of the Frankie Sweater. I showed you my other one in last month's podcast. This is it here. I'm not going to go too much in depth because that was last month's problem, but yeah, I think I showed you like the work in progress for this last time, but now it's a finished object and I'm so obsessed with this bind off, doing it in a different colour with the rook bind off, and it's also like a rolled hem. So yeah, and then because this is a baby project, it is just acrylic yarn, like it's 0 to 3 months in size. The baby's gonna grow out of it so quick. I personally don't see a point in putting a lot of money into something that at the end of the day, because it's the little girl's clothes and the little baby has bigger sisters, it's gonna be a doll's jumper at the end of it. Like, and it's good for washing, for my sister to wash, and yeah. Stop hating on acrylic. It has its uses. Yeah. Another baby knit that I've done for my niece is this cardigan here. This is from Petite Knits Ellen's Playset. It's meant to be a lace pattern, but I did not do the lace. I attempted to do the lace, but it was too much for my little brain to work out. And I'm obsessed. I just finished casting off the sleeve like an hour ago. But yeah, it is done, besides obviously weaving in the ends, and then I need to like give it a little steam block so it sits right. Also got the cutest little buttons. Though I went to Hobbycraft for these buttons and the packet was like a sealed packet that you couldn't see into. I could only see one of the buttons, but then when I opened the packet I saw that the stripes on the buttons were going in different directions. I don't know if you can see that, but it was bothering me, but it's fine because I've altered it so the stripes are going in different directions for each button. But in an ideal world, they would have faced the same way. I wish the button packet told me. But yeah, this is so cute. I'm obsessed with the colour, and I knew instantly that I wanted to do like pink buttons. It really like brings it all together, and I'm obsessed with the one stitch raglan. Why does that look so cute? But yeah, obsessed. Can I get it in my size? So I've got a little collection of makes there, and then with that cardigan, this isn't knitting related, but I'm making a little dress, like sewing a little dress to go with this cardigan. Can you see the vision? Probably not, because it's all just loose ends right now, but that's the vision. Still on the baby makes. This entire month has just been baby makes, and I'm not mad, but I'm still working on this corner to corner blanket. This is a slow progress kind of thing. Obviously this is crochet, but you start in one corner and then you increase, and then I've recently got to the point where I'm starting to decrease, and then where this bit is, it's gonna get smaller and smaller and smaller until it's a point like this one, and then yeah. I made so many corner to corner blankets, but I showed you this last month. It's a slow progress. I have just been focusing on knitting, to be honest, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a square. Let me show you the other side. It's a square. Another thing that I've done is a self-drafted hot water bottle cover, and I did this with the leftover yarn of this cardigan, and I think I kind of want to publish this as a pattern, but I'm not going to have the yarn that I recommend to be Drops Air. It's definitely not the correct yarn for it. It's losing its stitch definition, it bobbles, and it's always like twisting over to one side, so I'm always having to like readjust it, and then it's starting to like sag quite a bit. It's very cozy and like soft, but I think for the cable pattern and for it to stay in place on the bottle, it needs to be a more structured yarn. I'm still in the very much thinking phase of that. I'm not sure what yarn would be best just yet, but I'm gonna experiment, and then depending on the gauge I'll need to change like the chart and everything, but I'm thinking this would be something that I get test knitters to, you know, test out probably at the end of the summer, so then the pattern is coming out during hot water bottle season. So yeah, that is that. And that's kind of everything I've been working on this month. It's a small amount. I've been dabbling in different areas in terms of just getting stuff done for my niece. She's due at the end of this month, which is crazy. I am so excited to meet her, and yeah, see her in her little jumpers and her little cardigan. I'm so obsessed with this cardigan. Look how cute that is. But yeah, I've not got anything planned, strictly planned for what's next. I want to do I think it's the Marielle blouse, and I'm kind of toying with what yarn to choose for that. So it's a Knitting for Olive, what is it? Knitting for Olive merino held together with one of the mohairs, I think it is, for Knitting for Olive, and I'm not 100% sure if I can let myself spend that much money on a garment like for knitting. So I'm also looking at Drops Flora and the Kid Silk alpaca, I don't know what it is, but the Drops alternative to that. Yeah, I'm really looking into what to buy. I could go a little bit more upmarket. I've never tried Knitting for Olive, and I've only heard great things, so yeah, I'm between the two. But I'm definitely probably gonna do the Marielle blouse just for like a end of spring summer knit. That would be quite nice, get a nice bit of a wear out of it. But yeah, that will be my next big project, I think. I want to do something that's not a cardigan. I've been doing a lot of cardigans and I don't want a purl no more. I don't want a purl. But yeah, it's a very short and sweet second episode of a podcast. Yeah, I'll see you next time. And if there's any video suggestions that you want to see, please let me know. I'm thinking next video, I want to go through my craft room, or like we've got a home office that's like half office, half craft room. And there's a cupboard in there that has so much craft supplies that I don't even play with anymore. So I want to go through that cupboard. I want to go through the craft room and sort it out and do a big clean out and donate a lot of yarn that I don't use. A lot of yarn in that cupboard was when I started crocheting. My gran gave me like 2 black bags of yarn, and it's mostly acrylic yarn and I don't have a use for it all the time. So definitely need to get rid of that and donate it to charity. And yeah, I'm moving house at the end of next month, so I'm not taking all that with me. I really need to sort out my crafts and just slim it right down. Especially since I'm the type of person right now who buys yarn for a project rather than uses from stash. There are some things I'll use from stash, but a lot of what I've got in my stash, 100% I'm not going to use. So looking forward with this channel to do, like you can expect, craft room clear outs, getting rid of my stash, going through what I've got, and moving as well and setting up a new craft room hopefully. So yeah.